We still have no idea if it will be legal, and bets are surely being taken on how long it will last. But our number one story in the countdown, tomorrow will mark day one of a marriage, and the heavens may rejoice by unfolding with multiple UFO sightings that will rip the sky like a sheet over the union of Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes. Our frequent political guest, Craig Crawford, who is vacationing in Italy, confirms rumors that Cruise's midsection has widened, as have the number of celebrity invitees roaming the streets of Bracciano, like John Travolta, Will Smith, Jim Carrey, Jennifer Lopez, David Beckham, Brooke Shields. Russell Crowe and Steven Spielberg also invited. Oprah Winfrey was not. Since twice divorced Cruise cannot marry Ms. Holmes in a Catholic ceremony, it's Scientology to the rescue. But local authorities said Mr. Cruise had not asked for permission for a civil service, so the wedding may be purely ceremonial, which is fine since that's all that Planet Xenu requires. As for that Scientology service, it is somewhat traditional. The bride wears white, the man and woman exchange rings, but the 5 possible wedding rituals were all written by L. Ron Hubbard in the 1950s, which could explain why the script of one of those sermons reads like this, quote, "Now girls need clothes and food and tender happiness and frills, a pan, a comb, perhaps a cat," end quote. Also, curiously, the complete Scientology Book of Ceremonies weighs 10 pounds. That doesn't even include the cat. Joining us now, our resident TomKat specialist, comedian, frequent contributor to VH1's Best Week Ever, Paul F. Tompkins. Paul, good evening.
Good evening to you, Keith.
All right, we get a sense of the Scientology ceremony there is written by L. Ron Hubbard, including that bit about how girls need a pan, a comb, perhaps even a cat. Does it have to be in that order, Paul? First the cooking, then the grooming, then you get a cat?
Absolutely. You have to first prove that you can cook and make yourself presentable before you're allowed to handle a house pet, because there's an off chance that that animal may turn out to be the reincarnation of L. Ron Hubbard.
Yeah. Now, we also know that this entire book of Mr. Hubbard's Scientology ceremonies weighs 10 pounds. Do you get the feeling that perhaps there's some other stuff in there that has not been revealed to the public?
Oh, there's tons of stuff, but it's not as sinister as you might think it is. It's just that Scientology has a ceremony for everything, for opening a door, making coffee, masking your homosexuality by hiring a minor actress to be your legal wife, you know, that sort of thing. They just love pomp.
Yeah, you know those old ads. Page 78, how to mask your homosexuality by hiring a minor actress to be your wife as a prop. Speaking of that, that 10-pound total there, these stories about Tom Cruise reportedly plumping up. I mean, there are descriptions of the buttons on his shirt pulling against the holes. How bad is it? Do you know?
Well, he has been cited in the Versace store shopping in the husky section of the boys department.
Is that perhaps in preparation for a new movie role, or now that he's in his third marriage, is he finally ready to be a couch potato instead of just a couch jumper?
Well, the weight gain is actually a reflection of his climbing up the ladder in Scientology. The higher you get, the more weight you gain. So you look at Travolta, he's obviously up there pretty well. And according to a recent Oprah appearance, Kirstie Alley, I think, got demoted for something.
Now, Brooke Shields, it's odd enough that Brooke Shields is there, but she was quoted as saying, "I hope they remember this whole weekend." Is that a blessing from her, or a curse, or is it just a warning against the effects of on memory of excessive use of psychoanalytical drugs?
It's actually Brooke trying to sort of charmingly downplay the gift that she got Tom and Katie, which was a box set of the entire series of Suddenly Susan, which includes all never-before-seen episodes, the entire series.
That's right. And, of course, a bonus DVD with the Blue Lagoon in it. The local media there reporting guests are going to receive towels embroidered with the couple's initials. And what are the guests supposed to do with towels?
Well, if you've been lucky enough to be invited to that wedding, read your invitation carefully, because you are expected to change your initials. Tom and Katie want this to be special. So, you know, they'd like you to play ball because they don't want to put anybody in an underwater cave.
So we've got, as a last point, we've got prime positions for paparazzi being sold. We've got satellite truck parking being permitted. How are the spaceships from Xeno going to land discreetly under those conditions?
Look, if internet pranksters can disguise a water gun as a microphone, I think Tom Cruise knows how to camouflage some light spacecraft. You know what I'm saying? Is that a horse-drawn carriage? Well, why does it have a tractor beam?
Comedian Paul F. Tompkins, contributor to VH1's Best Week Ever, and of course, contributor to the chronicling of the events like this one that alter and illuminate our times. Paul, thanks for being with us again.
Hail Xenu, Keith.
It's countdown for this, the 1,294th day since the declaration of mission accomplished in Iraq. From New York, I'm Keith Olbermann. Good night and good luck.